Okay, so it's lucky I'm getting a new part tomorrow because I was doing some gardening and this happened. What that is this here has little beads inside, tension beads, that obviously stop if there's going to be a dramatic twist, it travelling up inside the Osseo. But this is loose now, so the beads have obviously popped or broken or whatever it is they do. And all I did was I was under some bushes clipping them, stood up, and my leg twisted, which shouldn't happen. So getting a taxi to Dorset Orthopaedics tomorrow, and I shall give you a little footage of hopefully the new part, which apparently has a spring in rather than these silly little beads, and no longer have to use this to tighten it on as well. This is actually the prosthesis you can have. Look at the detail on this. That's our hairs, little tiny hairs on it. And look at the details of the nails. It's absolutely amazing. The problem is though that it would be like wearing a plaster cast. So it'd be no good. You won't be able to bend your leg, I imagine. But it looks good. And here I am waiting for my part to be taken off. And of course, because it's me, they can't get this off. Because apparently it's cold welded on. And they've tried all sorts to try and get it off. They're now phoning a boss to see if he can find some instructions on how to get it off. And if they can't get it off, then I might have to go back down to London to the actual Dorset Orthopaedics for them to take this whole thing off. Yay! So they finally managed to get it off. What they were doing was bashing it with a hammer and pulling it and doing all sorts, when all they had to do was look at some instructions on the internet, and there was a screw on the inside that they needed to undo. I was there for 4 hours, including the journey. And as you can see, this picture is of the little beads that I told you about that break, the tension beads. This is from the old part. Okay, so I'm home and this is the new connector. I think it looks like 2 rubber tyres. What do you think? I prefer the slimmer look to the other one, but this is very stable. And also it's much easier to put on. I'm still figuring out how to get it off quicker, but apparently you just turn this, push and pull. And it has these triangle here, a triangle on the end there that you click in. But it's added a lot of weight to it, which I'm going to have to get used to. Also, I have this now. Obviously it's to protect the end of my leg from my little Michelin tyres. But yeah, that's gonna split over time. I can see it happening. I wonder how much of this is gonna cost to bloody replace. It will actually be like 500 quid or something just for this piece of plastic. Okay, taking the new part out for a usual walk with my dog. Please excuse the badly beaten shoes.
These hiking boots have literally walked miles. I've walked mountains with these, and my left foot actually has the grooves of my toes in the sole, so it's sort of like a comfort, and they're very, very comfortable even though they're battered and worn and they need patching up. So yeah, I can feel the extra weight, but my walk is actually smoother and more straighter. So yeah, so good so far. That's my little seat in the park where we have our water break. Beautiful morning, all the mist on the hills. Guess where I am? Third time's the charm. I've just come out of surgery. I've had a skin graft and it's been put around the side and back. I've had a thing called revagination, which basically means there's a big deep gap that looks like, yeah, and they've flattened it out so that it doesn't chafe and crack and bleed like it has been. And yeah, so we'll see how I get on. I'm in a lot of pain at the moment. They've given me some more painkillers, and I'll let you know how I get on. Hello Platters. Well, it's been 20 days now since my operation. I'm gonna show you what it looks like now, so look away. As you can see, they've cut a big circle and done a skin graft around the base. The problem I'm having is that every time I move, it cracks at the top and bleeds. It's like having a cut on the palm of your hand or in the crook of your elbow. So every time I sit down, get up, move it, it cracks and bleeds. So of course I have to shuffle gently around the house, cannot walk very far, not even like the full length of my house. I'm still in my wheelchair when I need to be, and walking this guy. I get on my mobility scooter and put his harness on and basically scooter him around the park, just so we both get some fresh air and he's still getting walks. Little bit down because I can't make any plans. There's so much things happening in April, and next couple of months is like Whitby Steampunk that I like to go to, and Goth Festival and other markets and things. And I'm one of those people that feels a bit, about being in my wheelchair. I'd rather be walking. So yeah, I can't make any plans at the moment, but I've been here before and I will heal. This time it's just going to take a little bit longer because it is a skin graft, and of course of where it is, so I've just not got to twist it or do any motions that might, stop it from healing. But it doesn't have any stitches in that need to come out. They've all dissolved. So yeah, we just keep plodding on, and hopefully this time next month I'll be walking.